All right, now I'm going to put the wheels on here. You'll notice I took the collars off that were just holding these axles in place. I'm going to put the wheels on. Now, when I push the wheel on, it's going to have a tendency to push the axle through. So as I push this wheel on, I'm going to hold the axle or put my thumb over this hole in this bushing on this side so that when I put the wheel on, it doesn't push through. And some of these wheels can be a little tough. All right, there's that side. There's my wheel. And same on this side. Now you'll notice there's just a very small amount of axle poking out, okay? And if you don't have very much axle poking out, what's probably going on is that you have axle sticking out of your bushing on this side. You notice how you can see the axle in this bushing, but it's not poking out at all. And if yours is, you might have to move this collar on the inside so that there's no axle sticking out of this bushing, okay? All right, so then you can put a collar on the outside of these wheels, and again, if you have collars that have set screws that are all worn out, you can remove them and put a bolt in, because since these collars on the outside, they could have a bolt through them, kind of like this middle one does, and it probably won't run into anything, although I guess this one in the middle sort of does, and I could just swap that out for a shorter bolt and it would be fine. What I found with these collars, or these wrenches, is that the long end is pretty worn. You can see how silver that is. So you might use that to get your bolt or to get your set screw like close to tight. And then I switch and I use the short end, which is usually a lot less worn, to do the final tightening. Now I have my wheels attached and they don't come off and everything is attached correctly. Okay, so that's how to attach your wheels. When you have both sides complete, then you're pretty much done with the wheel and the motor assembly, and it's time to move on to building the claw.